Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome to Capitalism Lab, which is it's kind of like a business simulator. It's pretty fun. I've recorded it before on the channel, and I'm a huge fan of the Capitalism series, both the first one and the second one, which I played quite a lot as a kid. But before we get started, I just want to say that the key was provided by the developers, so a little bit of disclosure there, but I was kind of already a fan, so it doesn't really matter much. I'm gonna fanboy over this game anyway. So as the title says, basically what we're going for here is $1 trillion in profit. That's our goal. I might continue the series past that once we reach it, but who knows. Anyway, so we have a difficulty rating of almost 700%, and the new DLC, Service Industry DLC, is turned on, so should be pretty good. Apparently this is not a winnable game, which makes no sense to me because I'm totally going to win this. I also want to point out that I'm going to skip that. The bond and global stock market are both turned off. Simply put, the bond and global stock market, for those who have never played this before, makes it very easy to hit $1 trillion in a very boring, just stare at the screen kind of manner. But if you ever want tons and tons of money, very easily, bond and global stock market. You can eventually, no matter how hard you make it, you can eventually just outdo the AI, which is kind of cool. It actually is. That actually is kind of cool. But yeah, we're not going to do that. Anyway, I'm trying to find some cheap land here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build me a headquarters. I'm going to build everything because I kind of need everything. So OBS crashed for me earlier. So I'm actually redoing this series, which, I love playing this game, but I don't like, redoing stuff. So I'm going to pay myself $100,000. That's all I'm going to pay myself. Just want to give myself a little bit of money, and it really doesn't affect anything in the grand scheme of things. Let's see. Let's check out this area. All right. So I'm not really too sure how I want to start this. It's a really good question. Because there are a lot of different ways that you can go about starting this. I think what I'll do is I'll build an apartment in every single major city. It'll cost an enormous amount of money, but it should give me, it's kind of tricky. Entering a market is super hard. But if I enter it early enough, let's just go to firms, all of them, and then let's go to commercial buildings. Yeah, they don't really have very much in commercial buildings. Real estate's a great way to make a lot of money in this game. There's a ton of ways to make money in this game, but real estate's one of those rather nice ways to make money. So I think that's what I'll do. I think I will build a commercial building in every single major city hub, or at least until I get too broke to really do it, whichever comes first. We have 7 cities in 50 AI plus however many digital AI that will exist. So we're looking at some serious competition in the long run. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for us. That's for sure. I don't really know how low I really want to drain my money, but because if I go too low, we're going to have quite a problem. Yeah, also it keeps trying to grab the second screen. I'm playing this on Linux, so, anyway. Yeah, okay, so we didn't get a couple of them, so I don't really know. Let's just roll it, and hopefully what'll happen is we'll go to firms, and we'll just go for us. And, yeah, we're inching towards profitability very slowly. Wow, is the one in Kings Bay not doing very good? Really? Interesting. We are making money. We are actually making money. I honestly, I probably shouldn't have done real estate. Real estate while it is really, really nice, it is one of those, like, harder to start kind of deals. Anyway, we're going to go down to $10.20. And I know this makes hardly no sense, by the way. So what we're going to do is we're going to burn this until we just start losing more money. Because the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start setting up telecom companies. This is purely just to increase our wealth. That's all this is for. Okay, so now I'm going to set it down to 92,000 a year for the infrastructure. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm not playing with inflation. I know it makes the game harder, but honestly, it would just increase the time it would take me to get to, you know, a certain point. So we have this now, which is actually really good because now we're going to go over here and we're just going to go somewhere, anywhere. It doesn't matter where, because the telecom company really doesn't matter where it is. The main thing about the telecom company is mostly just keeping me out of yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just want to stay out of debt. That's all I want to do. That's it. If I can stay out of debt, I'm 100% good on this. Okay, cool. Yeah, by the way, with 50 AI, it really starts slowing down, like, very, very rapidly. I don't know. I mean, you know, thinking about it, 7 cities makes it a lot easier, but simultaneously not easier. I'm going to set this to 72,000 as well. Let's see. We're going to go over here. Going to check all the cities. And, okay, yeah, so totally fine. So I found out this really funny thing. If you go to firms here, and we go to all of them, and then we go to Telecom, there we go. One thing you'll notice is the AI never prices below a certain point. So you can actually just price below them, and that's why I set it to 1020. I'll never change it. I'll never have to manage it. These telecoms will basically just print money, which is exactly why I built them in the first place. We're going to use these to finance our empire because, you know, in fairness, they're not really going to make that much money. I mean, they are actually going to make quite a bit of money, but, you know, in other words, the goal here is not really so much. They're gonna make decent amount of money. And then we're just going to keep expanding. And we are actually going to use more of the features that exist in, like, you know, the new service DLC. It's just for right now, we are just going to do this. We're probably going to have to start buying out companies in order to acquire their intellectual property, as well as their research, you know, all that sort of stuff. Because otherwise, I just don't see how this is going to work out for us. Anyway, I'm going to set this down to go away. I don't really want to buy that. Yeah, 69,000 is probably good. Cool. And I'm just going to check on this. I mean, as long as it's making a profit, I really don't care. That is the main goal, is that every single one of them is making a profit. I mean, most of our money, I believe, right now is probably coming from... yeah, it's probably largely coming from stuff like this, which is fine. Yeah, and this one is definitely contributing massively to the profit there. I'm actually just gonna increase this. I know it's gonna kill the profit, but I need to get the infrastructure up. So, you know, yeah. Okay, good. So I think I outpaced it enough. I'm gonna set it to close to 78,000 it is. Now we are starting to lose market share. I really don't like that part about this. Even if you're the cheapest, doesn't matter. Somehow the other side will always take a portion. Drives me crazy. This also drives me crazy. Like, where is an empty spot with nothing around it? Yeah, get away from me. Okay, hang on. I gotta use the WSAD here to do some stuff. All right. Well, that was surprisingly cheap. Cool. Okay, so yeah, this one's gonna take some time too to grow and to build and whatever. But once we have all 7 cities with our telecom companies, then we're gonna start focusing on logistics. But it requires quite a bit of capital, so you know, and we're doing pretty good. You know, we're making 60 million a year in profit. Not really that bad. I mean, not bad at all, to be honest. I mean, if we look at our just last year's statement, I mean, we're doing pretty good. Doing really good, actually. Okay, and we're just gonna set this down to say here, and I'm gonna go check on the other one. All right, that one's making money. That one's making money. Yeah, we already know this one's making money. It'll continue to go down, but our customers go up, so whatever. How's this one doing? Yeah, kinda. It's doing okay. Ouch. Man, it would suck to own that. Ha. What is that? Oh, nice. CCD. Now, well, I'm not dealing with that. You can keep all that tech. I don't want it. Is there anywhere cheaper? Let's see. Land value here. Not really. That's fine, I suppose. Now, I know we could price it, but once we reach a certain point, we'll probably lower the price just a little bit. And there's a fun trick you can... I'm going to get some water. There's a fun trick you can do. You can lower it. I think it's around $9.20 or $9.30 per month. And basically, you will just infinitely... Like, you'll just take over every bit of the market share, to be honest. Cool. So this area must have, like, way too many telecoms, which kind of sucks. So, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this very low, because this Hustonville is bleeding me dry. That's okay, though, because the other ones exist, and that's kind of what they exist for. You know, diversity is nice. You know, diversity allows you to weather storms like one of your firms doing bad, or, you know, pretty much anything like that. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, this one seems like it's doing okay. Not really. Let's see, 1020, okay. So let's make sure they didn't lower. Sometimes they do lower. But typically they do not. Yeah, see? Ah, okay, so that's going to be problematic right there. That $9, that's going to be extremely problematic. It's rare, but it does happen, but that's okay, because we could just set it down to like 810. No, let's go to 870. As long as we're the cheapest in the game, it doesn't really matter. But I have noticed since the update, they do run the telecoms a little better. Not a lot better, but a little better. I'm going to set this down to 870. I'll lose quite a bit of money, but, you know, the goal is to slowly increase market share until we have 100%. That's the goal. In order to dominate, you know, the score. We already dominate the telecom, but we want more. Like, way more. Cool. So we're doing pretty good here. Let's see, where are we at? Hustonville. We're not actually the cheapest. Yeah, see, they raised it. Yeah. And they also raised there as well. But again, I like to stay the cheapest, so I'm totally cool with that. I'm going to go down to 870. I usually don't have it at 1020, but if I can afford to stay there, then obviously I'll stay there because, you know, more money. There we go. Okay, so market share is going up. Yep. Still need it to go up way higher than that. Okay, so we're going to go back to Kings Bay. And we're going to set up a logistics company. We should have enough money now to float the logistics company while it, you know, kind of massively struggles. And I'm just going to auto this. Yeah, we don't have any city-to-city transport. But what we're going to do is we're going to set the monthly budget for this extremely high. The goal is to get the logistics system maxed out. Now, you can only build one logistics company, I believe, per location. No, period. Okay, cool. So we can only build one. Okay, fair enough. Oh! So I have to go to each and every single one of these and do this. Okay, fair enough. I would have started here if I thought that I had to build into each one. So that's why I didn't do it. Makes sense, right? Like, why would you go through, you know, like each and every single one? This could end up being a huge moneymaker. Like a massive moneymaker. Unfortunately, it takes time to kind of build it out. Which is a bit of a bummer. Alright, I'm just gonna check this. Okay, I mean, you know, we're doing okay, sorta, if you count 7 million in the hole as okay. Oof, talk about rough. Yeah, so we'll just have this auto manage based on, you know, whatever. Now, as the IT system gets more and more advanced, we'll start making more money. But for right now, we kind of have to live with this. Also, we're spending a lot of money building out our network and our fleet, which is partly why I have it set to auto. So crazy. And as soon as this is done, or as soon as I'm done clicking all this anyway, what we'll do then is I will start to check on all of the telecom companies, and we'll probably start looking at expanding, especially if the other telecom companies are, you know, doing better. Because I really do want to take like the whole market. I don't care if that only makes 5 million a month. I just want the market. Don't really particularly care past that point. So this part is just rough. Clicky, 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 clicky. Money's going up. Money's going up faster than everything else, at least. And we are building up quite a bit of surplus, so we can... Yeah, building up quite a bit of a surplus here. Wow, the negative profit is actually going down. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, right? Why not? Nice. I mean, if this is basically just like, you know, a free money maker, which it kind of is, it's honestly better than the Telecom, to be honest. I mean, it kind of hurts how much it's bleeding to start, though. Like, without the Telecom to support it, I'd have never been able to do this, to be fair. There's just no way that I'd have been able to afford this. Well, I guess I also do have the, what you call it, the real estate property as well, making money. So that's pretty good. Yeah. And the other thing I want to do is I want to try setting up a mall, like a shopping mall. I might be a little too late for that, but I might have enough capital that I can just force my way in. Which, I mean, you know, that's something that's always really nice about these games. You know, just forcing your way in. Forcing your way into a market where you may or may not belong. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, despite how much money this thing makes, I don't know. This thing might run in the negative for quite some time. Or not. Well, I just kind of have to roll with that. Okay, so let's go to all the others. We'll just check them. Okay, this one's doing pretty good. This one is also still doing really good. But again, remember, my goal is to take all of it. I believe in all of it belongs to me. Right. Should probably sort it. See, we're in Lensburg here. Yeah, I'll go to 870. I know I'll lose money, but again, goal 100% market share. Best way to do it, just take all their market share. I believe that it all belongs to me. And with the 100%, even though it's, you know, $2 cheaper-ish, if you have all of it, I mean, you're kind of winning at that point if you have all of it. So, you know. All right, we're still the cheapest here. Not really overly worried. This one, not doing so hot, but we are doing okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, for like a month or so, I'm just going to increase the infrastructure capacity, kind of get it caught up, you know, and then I'll lower it and I'll put it at like 49,000. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you got to do that. You got to give yourself a little bit of a buffer. Okay, how is this one doing? Yep, don't know why I did that. I'm turning that off completely because this is never going to reach that. Yeah, my guess is I probably would have switched back over at some point, but I didn't quite do that because I was busy. Okay, so the last one is actually Firth. Cool. And, well, you know, this right here looks like a pretty good spot for a telecom company. And I'm just going to say 870, whatever. I seriously doubt the AI will ever dip below that. So, you know. Okay, so we'll run that for a little while. I want to check on Kings Bay. Okay, so this is making profit. Cool. So let's see what dominant industries we have now. Oh, we don't dominate in this somehow. Yeah, okay. There's no real way for me to manage this, but you know, we are making money with it. As long as it stays that way, it should do pretty good. Wow, city-to-city transport's doing really good. And I guess as we get, you know, better and better, the IT system gets better and better. Yeah, there we go. Profit's going up. Cool. We're going to go back to here. And Yeah, I'm just going to slam this down to like there. And that should help. So in 25 minutes, we've built up a decent company. You know, not the best company, but we've built up a pretty decent firm. There's a lot we could do from here. We could get into there's just all kinds of stuff that we could get into. Let's see here. So I actually want to start paying myself more money. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a dividend for my company, Iron Tree, and I'm going to set it to 1%. It'll give me a little bit more money. I don't really have that much money. You know, I mean, I'm only top in Telecom and all. There are a lot of local billionaires. Yeah, they all got invested into other stuff, but we're still doing pretty good. Our goal, of course, is to eventually get to the top of the scoreboard, but it's going to take us some time because I kind of went in a really roundabout kind of way, if you ask me. The next question that I'm wondering is if I want to deal with like newspapers and stuff like that. They can be really profitable, but they can also be a nightmare, like an absolute nightmare. So I think one thing I'm going to do is do an export company, which is just going to eat my money up like crazy. But that's okay. Oh, cool. Iron ore. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, we're going to have to just probably should have built this ages ago, to be honest. You know, probably should have done that. I'm wondering if I want to get into R&D. There is some things you can do with R&D for certain things. Yeah, okay. Like, where am I going to get a... Yeah. Chewing gum. What I'm actually hoping for is something like frozen chicken, wheat, corn, you know, that sort of thing. It's very handy. Very handy stuff. All right, so there are any shopping malls? Wow. That is an impressive shopping mall. That is quite the shopping mall there. That is also a lot of stores. Wow. The only problem with the shopping mall, they're very big. That actually is the only problem with the shopping mall. But the good news is we can sort of leverage quite a bit of... Yeah, see, you can't like fit these things anywhere. Yeah, customer traffic index is pretty bad in a lot of these areas. I can't even build this thing. It's so big. Wow. I guess the shopping malls are feeding each other. I mean, okay. Fair enough. Little annoying. Let's go check on our telecom companies. Yeah, this one's still not doing good, but every month it's slowly going up, so all we basically have to do is, you know, rat it out, essentially. Same thing for this. It's slow, but yeah, it's going up. The good news is I don't have to keep pumping money into it, so... And this one's actually making money, so that's all that matters. How's this one doing? Pretty good. 870. Okay, cool. Well, you know, we don't actually have to... I guess they really kind of have sort of just... They really have just sort of, like, taken over everything, haven't they? So the problem is they built all this stuff around here, and it's very annoying. I mean, do we really want to do that? Actually, let's do it at Kings Bay. Kings Bay is kind of like our hometown, if you will. Sure. You know what? I'll put that in there. So leases are for 10 years, and I will do 90% rent for new leases. Don't know why it did that. How nice. Let's try 80% maybe. Try to get some more. Oh man. Ouch. Losing quite a bit. Yeah, it's the foot traffic. The foot traffic is obviously the problem. Let's see. My firms are over here. Yeah, supply is way too high. Driving down to prices. Oh, okay, cool. I got a second store. Not bad. Not bad. You get 10-year leases. I'm a long haul kind of guy. I don't really do short term. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do, I have the money for it, so I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna pause because I'd rather lose money on this. Oh, I can do it. Okay, I'm gonna get the micro blogging engine. We're gonna max it, and we're gonna go for 10 years. And I'm gonna click this twice, and then we're gonna go down to 10%, click it once. It's gonna be a nightmare doing this, by the way. Okay, and then we're just gonna do this all over again. And I'm gonna pick the news engine. This sort of stuff will kind of replenish over time. Sort of. Okay, so for the next 10 years, I'm basically just going to sit here. For real, that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. Because I can't do anything, because I got to micromanage baby this thing. Probably should have set that up a while ago, but didn't really think about it. Wow, this is doing really well. Oh, right. This thing. The thing that just eats my money. What do we got? Potatoes. I will take potatoes. Hang on. I will 100% take potatoes. Talk about really expensive. $12 million for the land. Wonder why it's so expensive. I can't build potatoes? Why is it like this? Potato, please. Okay, and we're not going to do anything. We're just going to kind of leave it at that. We probably could set up more, though. We have 6 export points. Ah, rubber. Okay, cool. We have rubber, so Or we have a layout for rubber, I should say. I don't really know why there's two. Yeah, I don't really know why there's two for that, but whatever. We'll feed everything into here, and then it'll go straight into sales, and we'll max training. What else can we get? I'm just doing like lower quality, quote unquote, goods. I'm not trying to do, you know, extremely advanced things as much as I, you know, obviously like extremely advanced things. Okay, we'll just do 2 for now. You can only build 2 of those export companies, so you know, it's probably not really the best idea to just, you know, blow the full amount on it. Okay, so this right here is why I have to micro it. Guess it really wasn't that big of a deal, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, so we have to wait all the way until April. What about the rubber trees? We have to wait till May. I mean, I guess at the very least, the farmers are getting some experience. I mean, other than the fact that I'm bleeding money at this point. Alright, we're gonna go check on everything. Oh, well, good. This is still bleeding money. That's nice. How's this doing? Also still bleeding money. It's too many recessions. Too many recessions. Where is... Hang on. My firms. Right. Forgot about that. It's nice to know that I'm okay, that one's doing good. Turn that off. That one's also doing good. This one is also doing good. Very cool. Oh, cool. This is also growing. Well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, of course, it would obviously grow, you know, as we, you know, as we play. So, you know, we're doing okay. I mean, obviously our money's not super great, but I mean, if we look at all the other corporations, which is going to be loads of them, but if we look at them, I mean, we're actually not doing that bad. I mean, there are obviously some that are doing way better than we are, but I'd say we're definitely up on the higher end of the scale, which is pretty good. All right, so for the potatoes, we'll grab that. That's obviously, so is this going to make profit? Is it not going to make profit? It's kind of hard to tell. They're not really buying a lot of potatoes. Okay, I mean, as long as, you know, the lifetime profit is higher, we're good. Wow. Okay. I mean, hey, you know. Yeah, the profit from this doesn't even cover the export company, though. That's the only problem with that. That's why we need the other one. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. The good news is the cost of all of this will go down significantly. Cool. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're doing pretty good. Okay, milk. Yeah, give him some milk, Josh. Oh my god. The horrors of that. No. Yeah, also, I'm gonna raise the price of some of this. 50 cents seems good. Oh. Now they're buying a lot of it. now they're buying a lot of it. So the quality's not great. Actually, this is making a lot of money. I mean, the only downside to it is that, you know, we have to check it every 10 years or so. But, I mean, hey, you know, we're doing pretty good. So, once the skill level for all these guys hits 100, which takes time, unfortunately, a lot of time, their loyalty will max out, and we'll do a whole lot better. But until then, cool. And now everything covers, you know, everything covers all of this, so that's pretty good. Logistics company is making a fortune. I'm starting to think I'm the only logistics company, despite this right here, you know, not saying so. Where is my gigantic mall? I don't remember where I put it. Wait, there it is. So the mall is finally making profit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, foot traffic is definitely going up. So I'm going to dump a bunch of unnecessary money. And I'm going to build an apartment right here. For the sole reason of trying to get people to come over here. It's probably not going to work. But maybe. That's kind of cool. But at least it's making a little bit of profit. This is definitely not making profit. But on the other hand, like I said, you know, it's got, you know, there's a lot of customers around here. That's the goal. I'm trying to drag everybody over to mine and away from theirs. And I am willing to bleed money to do it. Because that's how I play this game. This is one of the reasons why I don't play this game as much anymore as I used to. Because I got a little too into it. Yeah, you know what? Eggs. I will immediately buy eggs. Not a problem. Okay, so we're going to get another farm here. And, oh, my bad. And how nice. No. Okay, well, that just annoyed me. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking with that. And we're going to max the training. And we're going to sell the eggs. The export company really seems like it's kind of like just printing money, basically. This is not maxed out yet. Sales is, though. Wow, is sales maxed out? Yeah, sales is really maxed out. But like I said, you know, eventually... Eventually all this stuff will be done. And once the R&D for this is done, then we'll proceed to do more. We're just going to slowly and steadily expand. This is going to be a long game. We're playing the very long game here with this. I love this. This is almost better than the telecom companies. Like, I have to be completely honest. That is almost better than the telecom companies. So what's my personal worth? 8 million. I guess that's okay. If I go to persons, I'm with my company value, I'm worth 1.6 billion. Which is like, okay, whatever, you know. But in order to take everything, we are going to have to do some really drastic things in order to, like, literally take over everything. Probably we're going to have to buy and then just mass sell everything. Kind of tempted to do that just to get rid of some of the competition, in particular in the real estate market. You know, yeah, increasing foot traffic here is nice. Okay, so we have a bunch of money and we're not doing anything with it. So Bank deposits. All right. Loan length. I can give you 100. Well, actually, hold on. Corporations. Sage, whatever. Sage Bloom, something like that. There they are. Net profit, 500 million. Okay, so they're, you know, valuable, or at least sort of valuable. Anyway. Oh, I can put 12 million more in? Okay. I'm gonna go until I can't put any more in. Okay, cool. I can deposit literally all of my money into Whirlwind Genie. That's pretty impressive. Don't really know if I want to do that or not, but that's pretty impressive. It would be bad to lose 121 million, but I mean, you know, it's whatever. I don't know, the shopping malls are kind of interesting because, like, on the one hand, it's like, well, you know, you're doing really good. On the other hand, it's like, I don't know. So let's look at the guide, manager's guide. Wait, restaurant guide. Why am I looking at that one? Interesting. I guess I could try to set up an import company, see if that makes money. I mean, it's not like it would hurt anything. If the import company does bad, I just sell it. Yeah. That's what I do. I'm going to put a... I'm going to dump a bunch of money, and I'm going to put a really nice apartment, like, right here. Sure, it's in an area where it's probably not a good idea to do that. But on the other hand, there are a lot of businesses. So other firms, I'm very curious how the pizzeria thing works. Okay, so I actually have to have the product in order to do it. Interesting. I mean, that makes, like, complete sense, by the way. How do I get rid of this thing again? Right. Very cool. Anyway, import company. Yeah, I guess with knowledge points, I could technically import anything. So I don't know if the import company is really going to make me any money. I mean, the quality rating on this stuff's not bad, but it's whether or not someone would want to buy it or not. Right. Let's try olives. Cola. Electronic components. Hair coloring. I mean, at this point, I'll take anything. I mean, come on. You gotta give me something. Evidently, you don't have to give me anything, but I would really appreciate that. I really would. Ah, darn it. Try cookies. I mean, you know, the quality is not that bad, but yeah, unfortunately, I just don't think the import company is really, like, the best place. It's really not. Although, hilariously, I have this stupid idea. Hang on. Hang on now, y'all. I'm going to do something probably really dumb. Oh, so I don't need to do it. Cookies. Okay. I have no idea if this will work. If it does, it'll literally be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. $243. Yeah, I don't think that actually makes me money, but it is funny. I'm just gonna... I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, financial report. Sales, operating overhead, profit, literally nothing. Okay, fair enough. I suppose that sort of makes sense. Kind of. Not really. Is this all completely maxed? I'll leave it for a little bit longer. Wow, the others are very different. See, this is why we have to, you know, kind of deal with stuff this way. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm gonna get rid of that. And as for this thing, I don't know. I'm just gonna demolish the firm. Yeah, it's fine. Didn't really lose that much money anyway. Guess I'll try newspaper publishing. Now the newspaper, for those of you who have never done this takes time to build it up. So I'm gonna try to just take basically everything. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So what we're gonna need to do here, we're gonna go to firms and then media firms. And then we're just looking at the CPMs. So we want to go down to about $2. Okay. $202. We should be the cheapest now. And it might take. There we go. Okay, so we are the cheapest, especially in our category. You know, we just want to pay attention to here. Now, our quality is really bad, but it will get better. It will get a lot better. We just have to, you know, it's like everything else. We just have to wait. Yeah, there's really no community facilities here. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. This is just costing me an enormous amount of money. So I'm gonna demolish the building, but keep the land. The land's valuable, the building, not so much. All right, this is still rolling. Wow. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna completely kill the training on that. I'm gonna completely kill the training on this as well. Nope, that's still going. That is also still going. But that saves us, I'll just raise it all. But that saves us quite a bit of money. Whatever. I mean, we have a long ways to go. Hopefully we'll actually, you know, get to $1 trillion. I do not know if we will or not. Yeah, these are doing pretty good. Yeah, area customer traffic is very, very good. You get a 10-year lease. I'm going to lower that down to 5 years. 5 years is a little better. 10 years is a little too long, if you ask me. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, it's a little too long. Ouch. Yeah, we're still hemorrhaging money. It's because our, they went cheaper. Oh, I don't think so. I will find the price point where you guys won't be cheaper, and I will leverage it. The big thing is, of course, getting the quality up. I mean, they're literally double the quality that we are, so, you know. Okay, is there any other stuff that we could maybe make? Or, oh, wheat. I will 100% accept that. Yeah, sure. You know what? Why not? Okay, so that one won't happen right away, but at least I'm not paying to, you know, deal with that anymore. So the deal for this will end in 2031. So, and this will end in 2037. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to set up our own supply chain for everything at some point. That's gonna be real fun. You know, because I do want to get to, like, you know, the service industries and stuff like that. Okay, so let's go check on all these other businesses. Okay, so this one's doing, you know, it's making $1 million a year. It's not bad. I mean, it only bled for, yeah. I mean, it owes me a lot of money, but that's fine. Let's see. This one's catching up. It's catching up. Lifetime. It's slowly getting there. This one as well. I mean, like I said, the goal, eat the whole market. As much as humanly possible. I don't know how we're going to get to $1 trillion, though, at this rate. Not too sure about that. But, like I said, we will figure it out. I mean, if I have to, I'll go to another city, I will set up more, and I will just sell more potatoes, more rubber, more milk, more eggs, and, you know, we'll just keep going. The main thing right now, though, is I'm kind of just parking on this. Simply because it's pretty valuable. Or it will be valuable. The media firms can be very valuable. Come on, any day now. Any day now. Yes, excellent. Okay. There's no demand for wheat whatsoever. But that's alright, because we're going to grow all that wheat just for them. The quality's not very good, but whatever. They'll buy it for the next 100 million years. Oh. He's... What? I thought he was buying my potatoes. He is buying my potatoes. What? I am so confused, you know, as to how he's doing that. They really like my potatoes. Like, really like my potatoes. Which is great. You know, it's nice to be, yeah, it's nice. Good news is the quality of everything will go way up shortly. No, not there yet, but we are getting there. We're also at the 1 hour mark. So unfortunately, everyone, we're gonna have to stop playing for a little bit, but that's okay because when we come back, you know, next Thursday, I will, you know, continue this, and I'm just gonna make this like a weekly thing, and yeah, you know, you guys will be able to get it because I'll probably play it every now and again, so members will be able to get it early, but the goal is eventually to get to the point where we're making 1 trillion, and it will take some time, but we will in fact get there. So yeah, super cool. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you actually get updates and notifications. And as well, if you guys would like to get early access to all my videos, you guys can become a member. There's a join button down below, as well as a link in the description. And as always, your support is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one. You guys have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.